Hello everyone and welcome to this week's weekly watch list review. I'll be honest, I have not even looked at these yet. I really haven't done hardly any trading this week or been watching charts. I've just been too busy with work, so I don't even know how any of these have done. So let's take a look. I had Starbucks, Bank of America, DraftKings, and Morgan Stanley. So let's take a look here. Starbucks. Um, yeah, Starbucks looked like it worked out pretty good. We had an inside week. We broke above our trigger right here. Let me go to this chart so it's easier to see. we were looking for a break above the inside week here. Target one was 113.71, which was only 50-cent move. Wasn't really a big target. And the next one was 114.62, which is about a $1.40 move from the trigger. We hit that and actually went up to 115.30, so we got a little over $2 move on that break. So that one worked out. Not an enormous move, but easy money. So Starbucks worked out. Bank of America, I know the banks looked pretty good last week. It triggered and pulled right back down. So this one we're going to have to say was a loser. Unfortunately, it just never followed through. The trigger was 41.83. We only hit 41.95. Not even enough to make any money, even if you took profits early. DraftKings, we did break. We hit our trigger and target one, but it pulled right back down right after that. Hopefully you took your profits. It was only an 80-cent move to profit there. So it's tough when the inside candle is close to the high of the previous candle, because that doesn't give you a lot of room for magnitude, and we saw a lot of that last week. So you see the top of this inside candle was here, and the high of the previous week candle was only 80-cent move. So that's kind of what we had for our targets, but we saw a lot of that last week. So this one actually would have hit target, or did hit target. I don't recall if I played it or not. I can't say for sure. Like I said, I did trade a couple of things, but not much. DraftKings, let's look at Morgan Stanley, see how that worked out. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, Morgan Stanley was the one I was really wanting to watch. Unfortunately, I didn't get in it. That was the one that, if you watched last week's video, I commented it had a nice magnitude here. So we broke that at 88.62. We hit target one and target two. Target one was 91.75, so $3, little over $3 move. Target two was 91.89. Again, a little over $3. Didn't quite hit target three, but $3 moves pretty nice. If we go to lower time frame, we can kind of look and see how this played out. This is this week, 29th. What day was the 29th? Tuesday. Yeah, we gapped up. Monday was hammer candle, kind of a hammer. And then we gapped up Tuesday above the inside week. That would have made it tough to trade. That may have been why I didn't even bother trying to get in it. Those are tough to trade, and I wouldn't fault anybody for not trading it. I'd probably recommend not even trading it. Now, if it gaps up and it pulls back down to here and then goes back up, then yeah, then you can get back in. But I'd want to see an entry down closer to here with a reversal back to the upside. See if it holds this level. If it doesn't hold this level, don't get in it. This I wouldn't recommend trading. You're almost halfway to your target already just on that gap up. So while this was still a winner, it would have been really tough to trade this one unless you got in Monday towards the end of the day hoping for a gap up, and that's not really a good strategy either. Let's look at the other one, see how that played out. Here's Monday, Tuesday. So we didn't break this one until actually yesterday, towards the end of the day yesterday. So this would have been a good one to hold overnight. This would have been a really nice overnighter if you would have bought yesterday at the end of the day. Bank of America. That's the one that triggered here and pulled right back down. DraftKings. DraftKings broke on Monday. Didn't quite hit target here, and then it pulled back down. So if you practiced good risk management, you would have got stopped out before you hit target one. However, you had the top of your triangle here, top of your broadening formation. If you go off of the top of this candle and this candle, we actually hit the top of that. So that's somewhere you should have been kind of cautious. I think at this point, if I would have been in this, I would have moved my stop up here, at least to the top of this candle, which is your entry, so you'd at least be break even. Once you get to here, I probably would have moved my stop just shortly under this broadening formation towards the end of the day. Wednesday, that's my dog. Wednesday, we gapped up slightly and then pulled back down. Now, Wednesday on the gap up, I would have moved my stop to the top of here. Knowing that we're at the top of the broadening formation, I would have put my stop here, and you would have stopped out, but you still would have had a nice profit. You can't always rely on hitting your magnitude. I always take profits before magnitude, just a little bit early, but I also move my stops up along the way to make sure that I don't let it go red on me. So Morgan Stanley, we already checked that one out. One entry I did get in, two entries I got in this week that was on this week's watch list that I put out. Airbnb, big failure. I got in here. Let's look at the weekly. So we're looking for a break above this week. We got it, and it didn't do anything. It popped up just a little bit, pulled right back down. It stopped me out. Took the small loss on that one. So that one I got stopped out. Didn't work out. I did set an alert for a break above this because I'll be looking to maybe get back in it again if we break above the high of this week. If we do break above that high, I may get back in and see if we can ride it up the rest of the way. Another one I just got in today was Apple. On the quarterly chart, we had an inside quarter right here. Targets 145.09. I did get in here. I'm up. I actually bought November's 150 calls. I know that's pretty far out, but this isn't something I was looking to hold for a day or two. I'm looking to hold this for probably at least a few weeks. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, if we hit, here's what I'm looking at. We have the top of the broadening formation. Top of the broadening formation's way up here on this quarter. If we break the 145, we'll see. I'm going to move my stops up along the way for sure, and I'll probably add a little bit along the way too. I only bought one contract right now. I paid $4.27. The last print that went across was $4.80. I'm up 12.4% on it already. I'll probably look to add based on maybe the daily chart. When I see some kind of an inside candle or something on the daily and a break above it the following day, then I'll probably add one. Maybe add a couple. Depends on how. If we're way up here, probably only add one. If we're down here, I might add a couple. And the reason I say that is if we're way up here and say I add 3 contracts, it's going to raise my average to way up here, which isn't really a good risk reward. But if we're down here, just above this 145, and we get some kind of an inside candle break to the upside, continuation, I may add a couple of contracts there. That'll put my average closer to about here. And at that point, I'd probably use this 145.09 as my stop. So I'd be looking at 145 for the first target. I'm sure we'll probably see a little bit of loss of momentum here until we decide what it wants to do. It might consolidate for a little while, day or two, and then maybe hopefully pop up the rest of the way. So I got in this one today. I got the November 150 calls. Airbnb, I got in that a couple days ago, yesterday, the day before, whatever it was. I stopped out of that one. It didn't work out. That's one I'm not familiar with playing. I don't trade. I think it's maybe the first time I ever traded it. So anyway, that's just an update on this week's watch list review right there. And I know I did 2 videos on Wednesday for the June review and also quarter 3, or actually July. I think it was actually, I did the June review and then I did a July/quarter 3 preview. So this is actually, I don't know, my 4th or 5th video this week, but I hope it's helping you guys. This one here, not such a successful week. I think it was DraftKings that really worked out. The rest of them, not really. But if you practiced solid risk management, that one win on DraftKings, actually it was Morgan Stanley. That one win on Morgan Stanley could have made up for the rest of them. Let's take a look again. It's been such a rough week. I can't remember what I just went through. Okay, this was one here, and this may have been the one I said you probably ought to stop. No, you wouldn't have stopped out. You would have got in here yesterday. So SBUX would have been a big winner. Bank of America, loser. DraftKings, this would have probably been a loser. Maybe not loser, but it wouldn't have hit target. It did hit target, but you probably would have stopped out before you hit target. Who knows, maybe you would have got back in here, but then you might have stopped out again here before it hit target. This candle likely opened here, popped up and came down. If we go to the 60, or let's go to the 4 hour. We're back here. This is the whole week here. So we popped above it on 9:30 Monday morning. We actually got pretty close to target Monday morning at 9:30, or Tuesday morning at 9:30. Tuesday at 9:30, we got pretty close to target. What I'm going to guess happened is, if you would have got in here, it opened right here, probably pulled down, came back up, came back down and closed here, opened here, popped up, and then opened here and shot up just a little bit. That would have been an opportunity to take profits when you started to see this pull down. I would have probably put my stop right here, because you have both of these to look at for stops, for some support. I probably would have had my stop right there, got stopped out, made some money, not as much as the target was, but still made some money. You still had a 52.30 to 52.70, not a big win. With time decay, you might have made 3-4%. Pulled back down. You had, these weren't really, it would have depended on time frame continuity here whether or not I would have got back in on these. So DraftKings and then Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley was the one that gapped up, so I probably wouldn't have bothered getting into this one anyway. So SBUX was the big winner. But like I said, even with proper risk management, you could have made some money on just on SBUX alone. Enough money on SBUX alone to cover the other ones. Morgan Stanley wouldn't have been an entry, so all you would have had to really overcome would have been DraftKings and Bank of America. And like I said, Bank of America was just a loser. DraftKings, you should have been able to profit some here. Like I said, a stop right about here. At least not lost money. So, really here, worst case, you would have had a break even here. Slight loss on Bank of America. Big win on StarBucks, and probably no entry on Morgan Stanley. So it could have been profitable. Should have been green. So watch for my next video for next week's watch list, and I'll get that out sometime this weekend. And thanks for watching. Bye.